Devon Morgan, good afternoon to you. There is talk of more job losses, higher food prices, and all of this as farmers are digesting with difficulty, I imagine, the new minimum wage.
Yeah, opposing views emerging this afternoon, Jeremy. Good afternoon. A battle is brewing between farm workers and the agricultural sector over that recent minimum wage increases. Now, farm workers say the 15% increase does nothing to uplift their livelihoods. Labour Minister Thulas Nxesi announcing that farm workers' wages would go up to 21 Rand 69 cents per hour. Farmers, on the other hand, are saying the increase may pressure them to cut jobs, and this would lead to a hike in food prices. Agri-SA says the new minimum wage will push up production costs by about 30% and lead to more mechanisation. We know what that means, job losses. The organisation says while sectors like citrus and nuts saw bumper exports, hundreds of other farms are struggling.
What do you do as a farmer if you are trapped in a drought-stricken area for the past 6 to 7 years, like in the Northern Cape, parts of the Eastern Cape and parts of the Western Cape? It takes you a couple of years just to recover because you have to pay back production loans. And if you pay back those production loans, then at the same time, you must also make sure that your workers earn a decent salary.
Now, that's the one side of the argument, Jeremy, but the Black Farmers Association says it will approach Labour Minister Thulas Nxesi to hike farm workers' wages to at least 30 Rand an hour. It says the hourly wage increase to, as we said, 21 Rand 69 cents will keep farm workers in poverty while large-scale farmers reap maximum profits.
They are minting millions of rands using those laborers, and those laborers are the ones that are putting the bread on the table for them. So those laborers, I still say they need to be catered for. Even myself, on my own farm, I am catering for my laborers, you know. So they must do the change. Look at the environment the laborers are in.
Devon, let's move now from the agricultural industry to construction, and this is interesting. We've seen a lot of home renovations during lockdown, and obviously this has been beneficial for some.
Yeah, while other companies have just taken a bite from the lockdown, like you said, the home renovation sector, for example, has been improving, and the companies are seeing the light, certainly for Untitled, which owns CTM and Ulight. Low interest rates and a decline in property prices encouraged first-time home buyers, so, they're pitching in with renovation. It's helped with home styling. The home styling company increased its interim dividend by more than a third. Untitled is reporting double-digit growth, Jeremy, across all its operations in its first half-year results. Turnaround grew by 14% to 6.2 billion Rand. Profit went up by 42% to 1.2 billion Rand. Good news for the company, as new home or commercial building construction are currently subdued. The company expects a strong performance in its second half, though a deterioration in economic conditions or stricter lockdown measures could put a damper to this. Of course, all eyes are on the SONA, the State of the Nation address, to see how that's handled later on this evening.
And a negative turnaround in markets after record highs this week. Inevitable, I guess, but is SONA a factor here?
Yeah, you would think so, but our market is just so heavily constructed around what is happening internationally, and those shares are based internationally, that what happens locally at this stage very seldom will move the market in a negative direction. But I think there's some profit-taking happening here. So local markets are in the red this afternoon. As you said, a strong run this week. Mining stocks losing some gains, perhaps due to what I called profit-taking, with the oil price lower this afternoon. Let's take a closer look at those numbers, Jeremy.